Okay, in a class, like if you have a question, join the collab, use the collaborator link, join, speak. It kind of builds your confidence level. And let me tell you guys, let me tell you for sure. You see, in these things that we do, you need confidence. um I did another, I think, was it CV or something? There's a video I'm to upload on YouTube. Resume, sorry. There's a video I'm to upload on YouTube. I was hammering more on confidence, because if you don't believe in yourself, if you don't have that confidence, when you see a job or when a client posts a job, you doubting yourself. Can I do this? Can I do that? Can I do this? Now, there's another video I'll do. I'll show you how to, for most of you that feel that you don't have experience to start making applications, I will show you how to get clients without experience. Okay, I'll show you how to build your portfolio. I'll show you what you use to build your portfolio, like a real life job that you can do for, you get clients with it and build your portfolio with it. Okay, so I'll share a video on how you can start internship, how you can get internship and other volunteering jobs. Okay, so the good thing about this thing is that if some internships are paid, you get good money, so that you get good payment. You can do internships that you can get paid with, and that's enough job experience. So it helps you build your confidence. I don't want you to be feeling as if you don't know anything. Now, let me tell you one thing. Having gone through a training is an experience. I hope you know, is a very big experience for you. There are two types of experience: practical experience and working with a client experience. So you have gotten practical experience with this. Except the client says, I need an experience that needs someone that has worked with an actual client. That time you can now be like, okay, to be truthful, some people still, say yes, they still have experience. So if you want to be truthful, you can go for internships, you can go for volunteering job, which I'll be showing you people tomorrow how to do it. Please take notes. I'm going to drop a video tomorrow. Make sure you watch that video. It's going to help you. I know what I'm saying. It's going to help you. These are things people pay for, but I'm giving you this particular information for free. Okay? So make sure. Thank you so much for your time and for patience. Is very. You are welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay, so please, confidence. Okay, I want you to be confident. Let me tell you, if you can, all these things I've taught now, and the client say, can you use Google Sheets? Or are you familiar? Yes, you are very familiar with it. Why are you familiar? You did the home. Why is it that you are familiar? Because you did the assignment, except you did not do it. If you had done the assignment genuinely, you have trained yourself. You are now familiar with that too. So you should be confident. Let me tell you, see, most clients are not looking for a perfect person. But what actually they are looking for is most times someone that can easily, learn, someone that can easily, you are open, you communicate very well, you are open, you are smart, you understand. They know that you are not perfect. They know that you are not perfect, but they just want you to be someone that a fast learner. In fact, they're looking for a fast learner, in case you don't know. And do you know one thing? Some jobs comes with training, in case you don't know. Some jobs, they will train you on it, but they want you to be familiar. They want you to have the basics. They want you to have the foundation. They don't want someone that has never heard of Google Sheet before, someone that has never downloaded it before, someone that has never, populated a sheet before. No, they don't want that. They want someone that has the basics, the foundation, that knows you are familiar with the thing. That's what they want. And most of you have qualified. Those that are I know people that they are very serious with this training. You are qualified as familiar. Your confidence needs to be high because you have the experience already. Now, the only thing you understand is that jobs differ. Some jobs may come, maybe on that particular Google Sheet, it could be a formula that you've never used before. You don't need to shiver. You're already familiar with this. That comes, see, let me tell you guys, people don't know this class. I've built you to stand. What do I mean by building you to stand? Even when you go to university, do you know that even when you go to university, they don't teach you everything? When you go to university, they don't teach you everything. What I've taught you here, you can't even learn it from university. So they just teach you theory. Who is that? I told people to go to bed. Sorry, my guys. They just teach you theory and leave you to your own. No practical. But here we're doing both theory, we're doing both practical. I have built you up to stand. Now, how do you now, if you now meet those things that were not, those formulas that we didn't apply, what do? You have the foundation. You already know that how formula works. What next do you do? See, that has built your ability to make further research. Do you understand? But someone that's never come across these tools, where do you even start from? You don't even know the tool. You've not even downloaded it. How will you now make advanced research? Do you get? Or how would you not take advanced courses? I don't know if you guys understand me. You've already done bachelors. With what we've done here, all you need to do is to go for masters. Advance yourself. Don't just stop in this class. If you're not joining my upskill class, it's fine, okay? But I've achieved my aim. I've opened people's eyes. Someone called me on the phone. He was like, he didn't know that this is real. This, that. I was like, oh, thank God. I didn't speak much because I'm always careful with phones. Because this number is like on this thing, I was, trying to understand where he was coming from. Then I understood that he never knew that people can also work as a virtual assistant. I'm so glad for him that information, he found it useful. And he's a student. He told me, ma, I am picking up from here, I'm taking it from here. Knowledge is wealth. You have the knowledge. I have shown you the platform. It is possible to make money from your home. It is possible to use your laptop, only your laptop you are pressing, you are making money. You don't need to go to an office, you don't need to dress, you don't even need to, go move about, just on your workspace. You are making money. People are making, like, oh God. See how my starting point was looking at somebody and I say I'm going to be where this person is, even if I've not gotten there, but I have started this journey. Do you guys understand? So I have built you. I have shown you the way. You take it up from there. This class now, when I graduate all of you, more people are coming. In fact, people are already registering for the next cohort. Now, I am done with you. You can always join if I can be sharing the links. You can always rejoin if you understand. Okay? Now I have left you, I've given you the knowledge, everything, the ball is in your court. I've shown you the way, I've shown you Upwork, I've shown you clients real job. It is now left for you to think further, think ahead. Don't just stop, okay? I don't know if I'm telling you guys about this. Confidence, you already have what it takes. Go for it. But if you guys watch the interview, I think I did a video on how to pass a CV, an interview. I talked about practice. I talked about research about the job, read about the job, understand the tools they need, familiarize yourself with those tools if possible ahead of the job. That is how you learn. Okay. So guys, let's just go straight to this class. Okay. I don't talk motivational speaker. It's fine. Okay. So guys, let's start. So today we are dealing on email management. We are going to do email management. We'll do calendar. We'll do this. We are going to finish it because our class is ending on Friday. I don't know, but it has to end on Friday. If there's anything else that I need to do for you guys, I'll make videos and that's why I say follow this channel, please. In fact, if you're not subscribed, subscribe to this channel, like, hit the notification button, follow on Facebook. There are more opportunities. See, I may not be able to reach everybody at the same time, but just follow the platforms and you are going to get it. So let's look at email management for virtual assistant. Now, this email management you see is like a job on its own. People basically hire you alone for email management, in case you don't know. Email marketing, email management, but this is email management. Okay? Now, what is email management? Email, the full meaning is electronic mail. Okay? I hope you guys can see my screen. Is it visible? Okay, I like people flowing with me, making sure that you guys are flowing with me. Please let me know if you are with me. What is email? Email is please leave a comment in the section letting me know that you're with me. And one thing I forgot to say is if you are going for an interview, don't shiver. That person talking to you is a human being. They just want to know what you can offer. Be bold, speak, say what you can, in fact, the essence of interview is trying to convince them, trying to let them know that you can add value to their company. Okay, so what is email? Is an electronic mail. Email, the full meaning is electronic mail, is a method of sending and receiving digital messages over the internet. It allows individuals and businesses to send text messages, documents, images, videos, links, contract and invoices instantly. Now, what brought about this email messaging? In the olden days, there are ways we send messages. Let's say there's a general let's say in a company. Before now, if there's a message, if there's any message that needs to be passed across, or if there's a task that needs to be assigned to you, or if there's something they want to share, a memo they want to circulate, before now, what they do mostly, there's a notice board, they put it there. Those notice board are still in vogue, but they are mostly used for things that, that maybe, let's say, not really use much. They use Most of them use it now for, let's say, pictures. There's an event, the company had an event, put pictures where you see and all of that. But most communications are via email. So what brought about this? In the olden days, in an office, if you want to send something to a department, you want the department to do something for you, you have to basically walk physically to that person. But now, because of the in fact, internet brought about so many opportunities. When there was no internet, people were doing things like work was mainly going to the office. The opportunity was physical, but now there's internet. Opportunities are over the internet, cloud-based opportunities now. Okay, so now, because you are working remotely, you need to share information, you need to share things with your client, with your teammate. You need to receive emails from, prospective clients for your company and all of that. Your prospective clients need to speak to you. Before now, they go physically to different companies to submit their proposals, or to ask if you can do some jobs, or you looking for a job, go to looking for your company looking for a job, goes there physically to search for those jobs opportunities and all of that. But now people pitch via email marketing. They send out emails to different companies and all of that. So that is the thing. History of email was created in 1971 by Ray Tomlinson. He introduced the @ symbol used in email address. Email became widely popular in the 90s as internet usage increased globally. So whatever you are learning now, whatever tool you are learning in order to work with, was because internet became the order of the day. Do you understand? It gave rise to what we are doing. It gave rise to working in email management. Network. Okay, so we are back. So I want to tell you guys briefly about some emails. Okay, let's go. Okay. Okay. So I want to tell you there was something that I had in this file, in this folder, but it's fine. Let me open the other folder. So I want to tell you something. There are types of emails. We have emails such as Gmail. There's Outlook. Outlook is owned by Microsoft. I don't know if I've told you guys about that before. Outlook. Now, like I told you guys, these companies, they are companies that produce software applications. So Outlook is developed by Microsoft. It is their own email messaging application. These are applications. Do you guys understand? Then we have Gmail, Google Mail, which was developed by Google, a company called Google. It is their own email messaging applications. There's Zoho Mail, there's Thunderbird. Do you know that once different clients, see, whatever one you'll be working with depends on the client. I don't want you to shiver. So most email softwares are basically, similar. Okay, just look for where to send message. Look for where to. They are basically similar, although some are a bit more, um, should I say, more complicated. But it's not difficult. If you can use Gmail, you should comfortably be able to use other emails. Do you guys understand? There's something I'm looking for, guys. Sorry. Like this. Okay, so if you can use this, there's a folder, my folder. Okay, course outline. Where I listed the types of emails. Okay, it's not on this one. So if you can use Gmail, you can comfortably navigate through management is the process of organizing, reading, responding to, prioritizing, and maintaining emails efficiently. It helps business owners stay organized and avoid missing important messages. Now, because email, most companies have emails, like email is a source of communication with outside clients, even inner circle. So it means that you, as a virtual assistant, if you are designated or if you are assigned as part of your duty to manage a client's email, the major thing that you are to do is to help the business owner stay organized and avoid missing important messages. Okay, you need to be careful. Me now, the email we use in my company, once we start in the morning, you are to sign in into our email messaging platform, go over the emails, respond to the ones that need responding to. See, there's a way it works. There's ones that you have to respond to immediately. There are ones that you have to respond to later on. And before you send out this image, you need to cross check, you need to double read before you make a mistake. So this is your major job as a virtual assistant. In fact, most virtual assistants, you are definitely going to be doing email management, either your own personal email or your client's own. Now, in my company, I have my own personal email, okay, with my own name. Everybody has it. So mine is actually to go through my own, manage my own personal emails. There's also a general email which I also manage, part of my duty, which I also manage. But yours could be to manage your client's own email, okay? Or it depends. Now, whatever email you'll be using depends on the one the company uses. So you don't need to crack your head. Just learn one. I've told you guys how to excel in this field because there are so many tools to be coming across. Learn one particular tool in that particular category. Email management tools now. Email management tools or email messaging apps, applications. It's a category. So your duty is to learn at least one or two of it. Then if you come across new ones, you use the knowledge you have, transfer it to there, or you quickly look for a video on that particular type of tool and learn it. But because you have knowledge already, it's very fast for you to learn that too. So you don't need to bother your head. Or which one will the client be using? Just in every category, just learn how to use one tool and learn it well. Okay, the knowledge can be transferable. Okay, so let's look at responsibility of a virtual assistant as an email manager. Inbox organization, you have to create folders, labels, and filters. Organize your client's inbox. Another thing is responding to client inquiries professionally. Very important. You have to respond. Let's say so a client sends an email trying to inquire about your company's services, products, and services. Before you respond, make sure you're giving the right information. If you are not sure, draft an email and cross-check with your director. I did one drafting today. I had to cross-check with my director and he said, no, I don't want this here. Please put this here. Please put this here. I always cross-check because I don't want to make mistake. But there are some fields that I'm already in charge, like uh because I have my own field that I'm in charge of. So what I do mostly, that one that I'm very like he has left it for me, like it's yours. You are very good at it. Take it. I take initiatives. Okay, I take the initiative to do what I need to do because I already that's my system. It's mine. I've already taken it. It is my system. But there are some new things that may come up that you are not sure of. Please cross check with your client, cross check with your line manager or whoever that is ahead of you before you send, because most emails, although there's a way you can recall email after sending, but what if you don't remember to recall, that email has already been seen, it has circulated. That's one thing with email. You need to be careful. Now, scheduling meetings and managing calendars, deleting spam and unsubscribing from unwanted emails. Does this mean you can use your email to work for your client? No, you don't use your email. Like I told you, every company you come into designates email to you. They give you your own email. But while you are establishing contact with that client at the first time, probably for interview, for the job and all of that, you are communicating with your personal email. But once you are hired, most companies designate personal emails to you. Do you understand? They designate personal emails to you, depending on your rank or your position in the company. But if you don't have a personal email, most of them may require you to manage the company's general email or their own personal email, depending on your job designation. Do you understand? So most times you are not to work with your personal email, but if a company does not give you one, you can just create an email that you can be communicating with, because normally before you join a company, let's say they have a folder on Google Sheet, they request for your email in order to add you. But it is wise, if it is job related, please take note, create an email, any company you are joining, and you are asked to bring your email so they can add you to a folder. It's fine if you use your own personal email to apply for the job, to receive meeting link, that's interview link, it's fine. But when you are hired and you are asked to bring an email so they can add you to their folders they have, or their standing up SOPs that they have, their standard systems, they want to add you to them, it requires an email. Please quickly create an email. It may not be the company name, it could just be your name, but maybe Gmail. Most times it should be Gmail. Most times it could be, not it should be, it could be. When you create it, designate it to that particular client. Don't make the mistake of using the ones you have existing ones, because if you do, you may be confused and complicating things. I don't know if that makes sense. I hope you understand, Dima. I hope you understand. So your duty is now scheduling meetings and managing calendars, deleting spam and unsubscribing from unwanted emails, flagging and prioritizing urgent messages. This deleting spam and unsubscribing, it is very important, because most times when you subscribe to some newsletters, when you subscribe to some websites, you give them access, meaning that they have access to your email. So one way to sign out from some platforms is to unsubscribe from their email letter and all of that. But they automatically use my personal email that, okay, someone said, oh, Tamuno Toye, congratulations. I just got an internship, but they automatically use my personal email that I was using applying for the internship. I just let it be, okay? That's why I said you can always create a work email. Just have your own work email in case. If they did that, it's fine. If you have an opportunity to ask them to change, but it could be disturbing them, just let it be. But next time, as you're applying, if they did not give you the opportunity to send, if they did not request for you to send them an email, okay, or to create like mine was different. My boss was like, after the interview and I was hired, I was specifically asked to create an email that they can use to add me to the company folders and all of that. So it is left for you now. Since they've already added you, let it be, okay? But just make sure that there's no very important things attached to that email. Well, it depends on where they added you though. It doesn't matter though. But why I said you can have your own personal emails, is like to differentiate. I don't know if you understand. To differentiate and let everything be here and let everything be here. Now, I'm saying this because out of experience, there was a time I had such experience. Okay, so I try to separate things, work, from my personal things. I actually had that experience, and I'm telling you today I can't go back, because it's like you're disturbing. I don't know how to put it. They've added it to a lot of folders, a lot of platforms. So you are giving somebody a job like that will take hours to start removing you. So I'm not telling you, since they've already added you, it's fine. Now, if they ask you for the opportunity to give them email, please send an email that you know that is different from your personal detail, your personal dealings. You understand? But since they've added you, it's fine. Congratulations to you on getting an internship. Probably you can share with us how you got yours, and let everyone also learn from you. Congratulations. I'm happy that people are moving forward. I'm happy that people are moving and progressing. Thank you. You're well done. Okay.
Ma, please, the network is bad. I can't even hear you anymore.
Asking for hello guys. Can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am.
Network. So let's continue. So let's continue. So deleting spam and unsubscribing from unwanted emails, it helps create space. Flagging and prioritizing on urgent messages. There are messages that when you see, they are very urgent. Drafting proposals, follow-ups, and confirmation emails. Let's say someone says, oh, we want to come and do this so date, you confirm. Setting up email automation and autoresponders. You can automate emails actually. There's a way you can automate email on Gmail. It automatically replies on its own. Then autoresponders as well. Now let's look at the difference between email and SMS. Email, we know all know about SMS, types of messaging. There's email messaging, SMS messaging. Now, email requires internet. SMS uses mobile network, just like the one you send on your phone is SMS. Email allows attachment. SMS does not really do that, but it just does basic. Email is suitable for professional communication. SMS is typical and short and informal. Okay? So that's the difference between email and SMS. If you're comparing both, email is basically via the internet, SMS is on your mobile phone. Now let's look at types of email. We have formal emails, that's business communication, job application, informal emails, communicating with your friends and colleagues, promotional marketing emails. These are newsletters, offers. Marketing emails are usually most are automated. That's for those that will be in the upskill class, we will learn how to do email marketing and SMS marketing with go high level and all of that. So you are going advanced. Transactional emails, receipt confirmation, code emails, and internet emails, internal emails. Now let's look at email etiquette and best practices. Guys, do you know that the first time I came across this word when I was younger, etiquette, I used to call it etiquette. Email etiquette and best practices. Number one, use clear and professional subject lines. I think it was in cohort one. Many people sent me emails with their assignment. Do you know that some people forget to put subject? They are not even putting a subject to their email, which is totally bad. Okay, it is important. Subject, use professional subject lines. Very important. For example, if you're attaching a document of let's say an investor's proposal, and you want to give a subject, you could just say, if the company name is let's say Dangote proposal, you understand that Dangote proposal document. Once the person looks at the subject, they know what you're talking about. Professional. Okay, you not say this is the document, because they don't, the person looking at it, this is the document. What document are you talking about? But that one is more professional and direct kind of subject. Now let's look at start with a proper greeting. You can start with dear sir, dear ma, hi. Nowadays, before, how they thought it is dear, but now people start with hi. Okay, now keep messages concise and clear, go straight to the point. Avoid slang and excessive emojis. Emails, it doesn't look sweet on emails. Putting emojis, you know those laugh emojis, cry emojis, doesn't really look professional on emails. Okay? Proofread before sending. I said it here. Read two times, three times, because most times you cannot record these emails. Except to remember, you record sharp, but sometimes if you want to have if your email, most email that have recording ability are like advanced type or breeded emails. Some don't have. There's a time frame you can record. If it passes that time frame, you have sent the rubbish, you have sent the gibberish. Especially to some of us that are using ChatGPT to write email. Hey God, and God want to punish you. You go and use ChatGPT, and you know that ChatGPT, when you say, "I want you to help me write this email," blah 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 blah. ChatGPT will if you are copying it, there's a place it will say you said you need this blah 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 blah. Imagine you now forget. You now copied it and pasted. Now say ChatGPT. No, you always indicate ChatGPT. You say okay, here it's below. Hey God, if your manager or your client sees it, just get ready, just write your resignation letter by yourself. You need to be very careful. Read it two times, read it three times. Make sure you're copying the right people. Make sure you're blind copying if you're asked to blind copy. Okay, now let's look at okay, use a professional email signature. I hope you know that you can also add email signature to your email. Okay, some companies create it for you, but if it's not created for you, fine, but if you have it, fine. Now respond. Oh, excuse me, guys. Respond within 24 hours. It's unprofessional that someone sends an email and it stays for days without response. That is why you should always check your emails daily. Even you that you're making applications now, you that you're applying for jobs, that always check your email, please. Always check your email. Always check your email. You could have gotten a response, you could have gotten an invitation to interview. Please check it. It's only when you check you will know. If you're expecting something, always check. If you're making applications, always check. Even if you made applications in the past, always check your email. You never can tell. Okay. Now let's look at email security and awareness. Recognize phishing emails. What do you mean by phishing emails? There are so many hackers out there that they will send an email to you. They can embed a link to it, and when you click it, they can extract your information and all of that. So you have to be careful. Don't always click on, especially when Google tags it spam or scam email. Google always tags it spam. So when you see such, be careful the links you click on. There are links you click on, and a phishing attack will occur. So you need to be careful. Phishing is a term in cybersecurity. Is a type of attack. So you need to be careful. Avoid clicking suspicious links. Most of us that click links, you need to be careful. I think one of the ways, someone told me that at least one of the ways to avoid, if you actually want to know what is in a link, copy it. Don't just click on it. You can copy it and paste in incognito browser or something. Okay, so this is how you get an incognito browser. If you want it, this is it. Is it even here? Just click on this. Can you guys hear me? I'm changing my network now. So, yes, network is mad, oh, my sister. What can we do? What can we do? We cannot do anything. Not the country where we find ourselves. Can do nothing. Can do no shit. Okay, so this is it. So now if I want to go into incognito, I'll click here, see it's new. I think okay. I think Edge on is the new window, private window. It's called private window on Edge. So I come here, new incognito window. You can see it. Can you see my, please let me know if you can hear me. So I just copy the link. If I don't know, I can just use incognito, come here and paste it. Okay. I'll just copy instead of clicking on the copy, come here and paste it. It does not totally protect you, but just a way to navigate or mitigate it. That's just it. Okay. That is just a way to, so you need to be aware. Phishing emails, there are so many emails. I don't know if you guys, and you need to be careful. Huh. There's this thing that happened in the US. I think it was this year, earlier or last year. So this is like, so this is malicious email. So there's this group of guys. What they actually did was they created a replica email. So if you are in the duty, or you are in an accounting department, or the department that makes payment, even if you are not in the department that makes payment, you need to be extremely careful. Now let me tell you one things they do. They create emails that are almost similar to your company emails. So that thing happened. The guy, it's like there's a building going on, like a construction going on. I think a university. There's a construction in the university going on. So this guy studied everything, and what he did was, when it was time, I think it was way about, that was $100,000 or so. I can't remember the price, but it was just a big, like a very huge amount of money. So it was time for the university to pay these construction people, and he gained access. Now, I don't know how they get. That's why you need to be careful. You need to be mindful of the links you click. Although the internet is very porous, we are just trying our best to be careful, but at least just know the basic cyber security knowledge. Just have a basic one. I know we cannot know everything. I'm not even perfect myself, but let's just know these basic ones. So these guys, they created a replica email of that construction company and then sent it to the university when it was time for the university to make payment. That's why you, as an employer, if you are given an email, if you are added to an email system, a company's email system, because most times what some companies do, one email, five people will have access to it. So if you have access, if you're added to such email, you need to be careful what you click. You need to be careful the sites you visit. You need to be careful with your system. That's why most companies, once they employ you, they give you their own system, so that everything you are doing for them, you are doing with that system, so that you don't go, because sometimes out of our own private activities, we may click on things that we're not, maybe watching on YouTube, you follow a link, watching on Facebook, you follow a link, that kind of a thing. So they give you, it's part of security measures, so you don't go outside where you're not supposed to go, and you are not vulnerable to hackers. So when this link was sent, when this message was sent to the university, unfortunately, the person in charge did not cross-check. See, most of this email, one letter could be the difference and you may not know. Okay? Just like maybe let's say Dangote, someone can now put double E, let's say company name Dango or something. Let me not use a real company, Dango, and someone can make that Dango double O. Okay? Dango double O, or add Dango one. You may not really know the difference. So you need to double check, be very careful before you respond to emails or send out things you're not supposed to send. So that person in charge in that university received the hacker's email, and uh, um, they paid into the account that was given to them, thinking that it is from the construction people. It was now time for the construction people waited for their payment, and when they raised the alarm, we haven't been paid. They were like, no, now we paid you. So they started doing some, tracing and all of that, and discovered how he had access to the email of the university email and all of that. So it happened that I think it was through one of the it was through, I think how he had it was through one of the employees of the company or something, that he had access to their email. He was able to trade their email, you understand, to know what they're responding. When these people requested, he sent. When these people sent, I think he deleted their own, and theirs remained. Do you understand? So let's just be careful. You've seen the incognito tab, how to get your incognito tab. I think it's the same thing with um what's it called? Edge. The other tab I shared was a Microsoft Edge tab, but the one I just shared now is Chrome tab. So I think it's the same thing on just that Edge gives it a different name. Hold on, let me continue sharing our this thing. Okay, let me continue sharing our training document. Okay, so you see when I come here, you see that this one now, you see, okay, the name is new in private window. Why Google calls it incognito? So this is it now. So now, where was I? Okay, so email security. I'll avoid clicking suspicious links, use strong password, enable two-factor authentication. Do we know what two-factor authentication is? It is very important, even in your own WhatsApp. I remember when I started creating videos earlier, there's a channel I had. On that channel, I taught how to activate two-factor authentication on your WhatsApp. Like, maybe today I started to create videos. I thought I was mainly into all these things. If you have to create Facebook page, a lot of that. Then when I think after my digital marketing training, I started that one. So I thought this as well. So two-factor authentication is just adding an extra layer of security to any account that you have. Now that security could be um it could be before logging in, request for a code. Okay, so that you could select that kind of two-factor authentication to a particular phone number or an email. So that code must be sent, and you use that code to log in. Is an added layer of security. Then some people, now there's what we call authenticator app. That's a stronger layer of security. Authenticator app, for example, there are some platforms like if you're using platforms like or if you select it, if that's the option you select, it means that before you can log into that platform, you have to use your phone, go to Play Store first. There's a phone you have to connect it with. You go to Play Store first, download Authenticator app. When you download it and sign in, what it means is that you have to scan a QR code from that platform with your phone, meaning that you are connecting it with your phone. So when you want to log into that particular website, you need to, when you click on logging in, there's a point they will tell you, put the authenticator code, open your authenticator app. So you need to go back to your phone. That particular, it's only on that phone that you connected with it that you can get that code. So you need to open the app on your phone. Then you'll be seeing the code. To write the name of the platform. It could be Amazon, it could be Facebook. It will open, you see it, and you see the code, and that code changes. If you waste time, it changes. Keep generating the code, then you put it there. Do you understand? This is an extra added layer of security. So go to your email today. I may not be able to show you that because of time or whatsoever. Maybe those in the because now I'm being very careful. Anything that has to do with details, adding this and all of that, because of policy. So, but those that will be in the upskill class, we can go further into this, show them how to add it and all of that. So that's why I'm advising you join. There are so many more things you can learn. I'm being very careful here. So, there's someone told me that she doesn't like the class on YouTube and all of that and all of that. It should be sent privately. You are giving me command, like I'll come and sit down. I'll pay for. Do you know that if I'm using other platforms, I'll pay for it? And this is a free class. The knowledge I'm giving you alone is even money, like it's money on its own. And you want me to come and again subscribe and two, you want to be selfish too, that you don't want other people to benefit. You understand? You want it, you want it alone. No, now you can't. There's a reason why I'm using this platform so that people can access it anytime, any day that you need. Okay, it's a free tool, it's a free distance. So I will not come and start sending to people one after the other. No, I'm not going to do that. It's on a free platform. Anytime you want, feel free to come and watch it. That I'll still tag that person. Like I'm still going to. I wanted to make a video with that, but I forgot because it's the audacity for me. Like, we should share it privately. For what? Did you pay privately? If you want a video privately sent to you, if you don't want me to share this video to the whole this thing, join the upskill class and you'll be getting the videos sent to your email. Okay. So is in that class I'm going to teach this. Because it's Zoom, we can do anything that you want. Okay, we can do all the things that we want. Do you understand? We can have all the I can, just like we did the last time that we were so we can do anything that we want there and all of that. So that is just it. So enable two-factor authentication, maintain client confidentiality at all times. It is important that you maintain client confidentiality. Now, another thing I remember now about this email security is don't use private Wi-Fi. If you go to a restaurant where there's a free Wi-Fi, please don't use it. People can have access to your system with that. Please don't use it. Okay? Don't use private Wi-Fi. Please. Awoof the porch belle. That's how we say it here in Nigeria. Don't use private Wi-Fi and all of that. Make sure you are only logging in with a secured internet connection. Maintain client confidentiality at all times. It is your duty to maintain and protect your clients. So this is an assignment that you are going to do. You are going to formulate it yourself. I don't know how you're going to do it, but I'm going to send this out later on and you can do it. Now let's looking at some common email platforms. We have Gmail, Google Workspace, Microsoft Mail, Zoho Mail, Proton Mail. Now, Proton Mail is a more secure kind of email messaging platforms. They send encrypted messages. You have the option to encrypt your messages. What do you mean by encrypting messages? Encrypted messages are those messages that when you open, you will not understand. It's just in gibberish, like you be seeing codes, you be seeing all of that, you will not understand it. It's only when you have the key or the code to decrypt it. Decrypting means unlocking it that you can read. You open the email, but you don't even understand anything. To just be writing rubbish. It's only when you use that key or password that you can understand what that email is talking about. Do you understand? So another thing here is Proton Mail. Proton Mail is another good email platform. I've used all this email. Like, I'm so lucky that, except Yahoo. Yahoo was those old days. Yahoo is no longer that very. One thing that happened to Yahoo too was security something. I think it affected them. There's an attack on their system, and most people quietly shifted to Gmail. So that's why security is very important. So Yahoo has phased out. It's only millennials or the generation before that understands what Yahoo Jesus, what Yahoo is. Yahoo Mail is. Okay. So Proton Mail is another good platform. Proton offers what we call what's it called? Sorry, guys. Let me remember. Um with Proton Mail you can change your IP address. Okay. With Proton Mail you can change your location. If you don't want your browser to read your location, it can change your IP address. So if you want you have that hello guys, can you see me? I have changed to another network now. Can you guys hear me? My voice is breaking. Sorry. I've changed to another network. I don't know if you can see. So how do we access our Gmail? So we are going to be working with Gmail. It's the same way you access every other Google apps. Okay. So you go to this thing. Hey, on network.
Mm, let me check.
I click it. So I go to here. I click on Gmail. This is Gmail. Did you see it? So when I click on Gmail, mute yourself, please. Who
Mommy, I
is
know.
that? Mute yourself, Jessica. So Gmail is opening. So this is my Gmail now. Now let's look at how we can manage a folder. These are this is a Gmail. Now, did I talk about? Okay, let's just create a typical email. Let me just talk about some things on an email. So let's compose. Compose here is how you write a new email. Click on compose. When you click on compose, when you click on compose, you are writing a new email now. Two, you put the email address of the person here. Always make sure that the email is correct. I'm just putting an email, random email. If there are so many people you want to send it to, you keep putting their email here. Okay? You keep putting their email and all of that. Do you understand? So you keep putting their email and all of that. Now, this is CC and BCC. CC means carbon copy. BCC means blind copy. You want to copy somebody. When you use CC, when you click on CC, please take note in case you are giving that instruction. These are basic office etiquette. Should I use that word etiquette? Basic office things you should know. CCing somebody means you are copying another person to that email. So whenever I send to this Reese Francis, if I put your email here, you will get it as well. Do you understand? So remember that the main person receiving this email is this guy. If you intend to send it to this second person, Glory, please make sure you add the email here too. But if you want to copy, let's say in a department, you are sending us something to maybe procurement department and you want accounts department to see what the procurement department needs to procure and they need to follow up to in order to pay. So because your intention is send it to procurement department, it is the email address of whosoever is in charge you want to send it to in that department or that departmental email that you should put here. The account should be CC'd, copied, so they can see the trail of messages and all of that. Now, BCC, let's say you want to send out one email to plenty people, but it's like you don't want them to know that they are being copied. Now, when you copy somebody, Francis will see that you copied Glory. Glory will also see that Francis is also added to that trail of email. Do you understand? So any of them can respond. But now, if you don't want these two people to be aware that you added this other person to that same email, you blind copy. Now you see where I clicked, this is CC. So if I want to, on one email itself, you can send somebody, copy some people and blind CC people, depending on the instruction from your company. Do you understand? So let's BCC somebody, anybody. I'm just using any email. Let's BCC somebody, anybody. Okay, any email. So it means that Reese, I'm sending this email to Reese. I'm putting Glory on copy. Reese and Glory will see themselves, but HNG will not. They will not see HNG, but HNG will see the email, but not see HNG. Do you understand? Now, subject, like I told you guys, procurement. Okay, could be vehicle procurement. Sometimes you need to be specific. Vehicle procurement invoice or something, anything. Okay. Now in this email, remember an email has a body. You already put in the address, that's the email address. There's a subject which you have just added. Then there's a body. Okay. So vehicle procurement invoice, then the body. You now type maybe dear Reese. Remember the person is Reese. You can also add their surname formally. Dear Reese, enter. Please find attached the procurement document, blah 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 blah. Okay. I and revert ASAP, or just depending on what you want them to do. Probably you want them to review it, or you want them, please find the so document attached, review and revert as soon as possible. Whatever, just make sure that you are in the body. Your body is to convey your message. If you sent a child to go and buy something and they get to that shop or that store, when they get it, there's a message they're coming with, which is, I want to buy this. Okay, that is the message. That child will not just get there and become dumb, or you understand, you are not conveying the message. Or if you are asked to go and do something, there's a message given to you. So this is where you put down that message. Do you understand? Okay, and you have to be clear, concise. You have to make sure, if your client asks you to do something, send email to so person, please make sure you read your client's instructions and understand what needs to be in that particular message. Okay, most times draft it and send to them to review, but more as time goes on, if you stay longer in the company and you keep drafting and reviewing, sometimes it could show that although there are some things that no matter how long you've stayed, especially it has to do with money, contract and all of that, there's also a need to review. So depending on your company procedure or whatever, it's important you understand what you are asked to do. Now, remember that I was supposed to attach something. Let me make this full screen. Okay, so this is full screen now. So now remember that we're supposed to attach. We have added the body of the message. Best regards. You can use best regards. Best regards. You put your name. Um, you can add your phone number at the bottom, or account department. Sorry, this should be. If it's an external one, you can add your company name below. Okay, remember this is a sort of an internal message. You can add your company, maybe Dango Limited, accounts department, or or maybe procurement officer. Now you can put your position or your title, procurement officer, Dango Limited. Do you understand? Procurement officer, Dango Limited. You can add your phone number at the bottom as well. Okay. I hope you understand this. This is how you send out an email. Okay. Now let's look at, remember that we're talking about attaching a document. So how do you attach a document? Just look below here. Look below here. Can you see below this thing you're seeing here? You see Loom is automatically integrated with Google. Any Google products, you see Loom here. You can also record as you do this. Now this is the attachment. This thing that looks like hook is the attachment icon. So I click on it, and then I come and select any document that I want here and click on open. You see it, you always see an attachment here. Did you see it here? You see the attachment here. Okay, so same thing, if you want to bold some things, sometimes there's this type of, let's say, application email. You know how you send application there, Reese, some people may do it that way, though the subject covers it. Application for this, you can bold some things, or you can, if you want to bold some things, sometimes it's best to bold this down part, your name, or not your name, you start from the department. Some people do bold it, if you want. But me, I prefer leaving things plain. You can bold, just highlight, click on bold. I don't need to go deep into this because we already know how to do all these things on Google Sheets. Have we done Google Docs here? Hmm. Some things I will do as video and send to you guys, okay? But don't worry, I will, because we'll be having programs time to time. There's a program that the interview programs will be coming up where you do mock, we'll do mock interview. If you're interested, send me a message. I invite you. You're going to be the guest. You are going to be the one looking, you are the one looking for a job. So it's like preparing for interview. Okay, so there's so many things we'll be covering as time goes on. So it doesn't matter what we've not covered, but I'll make sure to cover most things. So this is italics, you can italize. This is underline, you can underline. In the body of message, you can be like underline a particular important message. It all depends. Okay, you can make it in the center, you can bullet and all of that. Okay, you can quote and all of that. Okay, so this is just basically how you send an email. Then this is insert signature. This one is more, if you can learn, you can go and learn how to do this one. Insert signature, you have your signature here on every email that you send. Okay, more options. This is more options: plain, print, label. This is toggle confidential mode. It will just be where you put it to toggle. Uh, Insert photo. You can insert a photo here. Remember, you cannot insert anything more than 25 MB with email. That is why you use cloud tools, cloud storage tools to send bigger things like Google Drive, just as I taught you guys. Okay. Now this is insert files using Drive. This is emoji. You can add insert emoji and all of that. So this is just how you send a an email. I hope that is understandable. Now let's have a look at this. These folders here. Now, when we talk about folder, it means places you things are contained. Just like example, in a fridge there could be racks, upper rack, lower rack, and all of that. The first part you may be putting fruits, second part drinks, third part this. So you just like compartment, you just like putting organizing things. It helps you organize things. Now let's look at this. This is inbox. When you go to this inbox, it means this is where all the incoming messages comes to. Now this is starred. Now you can start is also a folder. Okay, you can go to start folder and get anything. Now let's look at this particular email, this Ruben Hazard, or this Google Mail, or this Google Calendar. If I want you to enter this start folder, let's look at what is in this start folder now. Let's open this start folder. Remember, it's not here. The last thing is bold, right? Now go to inbox again. Let's look at this Google Calendar. Did you see this star sign? Did you see this star sign? Not start. I'll just click on it and it will start it. Meaning that if I go back and open this start, I will see the Google Calendar now. You can understand. Now, if I go back now and unstar it, it will no longer be there too. Open it again, you will not see it again. So this is like arranging some that start. Let's say you could put messages in start, messages that you want that are not so important for you. You want to attend to my 2 p.m. or tomorrow. Okay. Now snoozed means I don't know really how to explain this, but if I snooze, let's just snooze an email, this same Google email. I'll just right click on it and go to snooze. See this snooze now. Hmm? Meaning that if okay, let me snooze it on. So snoozing means like just like when you freeze an egg, like should I say freeze an egg or freeze something? Then the time I'm setting here now means when I want it to come up again. So if I snooze this email and I put time, maybe tomorrow, this week, next week, or I pick a date and snooze it. If I snooze it so time, it means that can I today is February 18, right? What time is it now? Okay, 9 p.m. Let's say 29:08 p.m. Hold on, reach 8. No, no, no. Why is it giving me that? Okay, is it that? Okay, save. Alright, let me save this now. It means that, let's say you want me to forget this email, let it come in again as in again. Once it's 9:09, you will see that that calendar email, it will come in as message again. Not look as if it's just coming in now. Okay, let's just like a reminder, remind you that is snooze. Important means you push. This is, you are arranging for, you are arranging messages now. Do you understand? Let's we talked about the importance of things you do as a virtual assistant. Okay, so now what you are doing now is called, we are trying to create folders now, creating files, moving emails. We are reorganizing this email, okay, to what we need folders. Did you guys see this just snoozed in now? Did you guys see it? That email just came in now as if it's a new email. Did you see it? So unopened emails are always on bold. This ones have been unopened. This one opened. Do you understand? I hope that makes it clear. So these are just labels, important labels. You can move something to this label. Let's move something, this same email. If I click it now, it means it has been opened. So let me right click and move it to important. Move. You are arranging it to folders, to labels, sorry. Let's move it to important. It means that it is important. So when my client logs into his email, he will just come and search, he will just go to important first, and then go to go there and see the important things. Okay, that is just what it means. Important here, you move it to this important email. Sent is here, you come and see the things you send. Schedule, you can schedule emails, right? Come here, click on schedule email. Let's say, so that you will not forget, let's say you are working and there's an email that needs to go out early morning Monday, and this sort of you to miss it, or Saturday or Sunday that you will not be on seat, you schedule it. Okay, you schedule the email. Okay, you schedule it here, and send it. It will now send by the time you schedule it. Draft is where you send messages that you have not, you've created but you've not sent. Okay, so now let's learn how to create a label, which is the most important thing. These are labels I created. I use this to teach a long time. Labels I created while teaching some of my students. So if you're working for a client, this is part of the ways to organize his email. Create labels so that when he comes in the morning, looks at it, he goes to the important ones, urgently, or needs to be attended to urgently, and all of that. So let's create a label on Gmail. To create a label, just come here. You see label, open here. You see label. You name it. Now you give the label a name. You give the label a name. Let's say urgent attention. You are just labeling it. Give it any name that will make him understand that this needs or important or needs urgent attention. Or you can just name it urgent. So that when he comes in the morning, he just go to urgent. He doesn't need to start. Okay, imagine an urgent email comes in and there are other emails that comes and takes it down. He may likely mix it. So, but when you label them, he can, when you organize, create a label, organize, this is organizing email. He can easily, he's, all he needs to do is just go to these labels, open them and know the one that needs attention. So this next label under means just like creating a sub label. So when I create, I'll click on create. You can create a next label. For instance, urgent attention. You can create another label that will say Monday to be attended to by 2 p.m. or 3 p.m. and that's next label. Now, once I have created this label now, you see it urgent attention. You see it here. Did you guys see it? Urgent attention. Now, how do I move things? How do I organize or move things to this label I've created? I'll just come to this Gmail, this same Gmail email, right click. All these things can be done with your phone and go to move, move to. You see it, see the labels I've created in the past, urgent attention. Now you will not see it here, but when we go to that urgent attention email, you see it here. Do you guys see that message here? Remember, it's a new label I created. This is the only message here. So you can also create label of family, anything that relates to family, although I don't think family things should interfere with. But if it's people that started with a family email and all of that, at the end of the day, they are all mixed up. You can just create a label, move it to family. You can also create a label for different company interactions or message trails. Let's say particular company, people have been messaging to and fro. You can put them there in one. Let's say name the company. Use when you're creating the label, use the company name so that when you go there, you see all messages that are related to this particular company. Okay. Okay, so we have created a label, we've organized. Then another way to keep your clients this thing organized is to delete emails that are important. Another way is to unsubscribe. How do you unsubscribe? Let's say we don't want to receive email letter from this particular person now. See this unsubscribe now, click on it. Unsubscribe. Do you want to subscribe? You unsubscribe. This helps preserve space for your client. You unsubscribe from emails, unwanted emails. Do you understand? Now, if there's any spam now, let's go to, do we have a spam folder here? There should be, it comes naturally. See spam here. Spam is where emails that sometimes this thing comes in like that. It's some message they send to you comes in there. Google automatically dictates them as spam. That's why sometimes you need to be careful with your messaging. If you've never established a communication with somebody and sending an email, and maybe you use subject like money, but if you have established communication, it's fine. The people, those messages may be going to spam box or something, but it's fine if you've established communication. Now when you open your client email and you see those kind of promotional messages or something, you can even create a folder, although there's a natural folder for promotion, meaning all those adverts emails, you can push them there. Push the ones that you feel they are spam, they are from, push them to spam. For just put them and organize so that when he comes in, he knows what he needs to check, things that are urgent for him to do. Okay, I hope we understand that. And that will be all I can take for email management. There are other things you can learn. Your account, to configure your account, and should I say to optimize your account, add photos. So you see this photo here and all of that. The other things. Oof, so that's where I'm stopping for this one today. So I don't know. That's where I'm stopping for this one today. Then let's go to calendar. Let's quickly do calendar management as soon as possible. We have done Google Meet. Unfortunately, only those that were present in the class were able to witness that because of network, because of the, they said, because I was asking Jacqueline for those things, so we can create those were a class, understand, to create the account. So they felt, I'm bullying her or something. Okay. So, but that's not true. I'm not anything. So let's go to this. Um, so let's go to Google Calendar. Let's look at how to manage calendar. Now, this calendar is very important for you as a virtual assistant. It's important you know calendar. I may not go very. So let's go to calendar as usual. So as usual, we come here and select. You come here and you see all Google products. You can explore them and know what they are used for. I select calendar. When you click on calendar, so when I click on this calendar, so this is my calendar now. In a calendar, you can create an event, create a task. Creating a task means you can use this to, schedule tasks for people. Let's say in your company, someone needs to clean by so date. Someone needs to, go to the maybe go for, should I say, in meeting, a physical meeting. You can add that to a calendar and they will receive it via their email. So let's get started. There's so many types of calendar. There's Google Calendar, there's Calendly, Calendly is more like let's just do the practical. I have a theory on this, but I'm tired, guys. I need to go. So let's just do the practical. I can always talk about theory later. So let's quickly create. Go to this create. Google Calendar. I think you guys need to understand what it is. Let me just look for this thing and define it for you guys. I'm looking for my document. Okay, let's just do the practical. I think it's on the other this thing. Okay, so you guys can see my screen, right? Let's just continue. So Google Calendar is just basically what you, for example, a physical calendar. You know how you mark your calendar. This date, we'll do this, do that. So, but now we are doing a digital calendar, okay? So with this, but one good thing with this is that, unlike the physical calendar or the traditional calendar before, it's only you that is seeing it. Okay, your market date that you want to do this, only you that you are seeing it. But this one, you are collaborating with others. Others can see your calendar. You can send it to them, and it will appear on their own calendar that this needs to be done so time. Okay, now let's look at this now. Okay, so to create, you go to create, you can create an event. Let's say there's a meeting coming up, you can create it as an event. Then there's a tax, but this appointment schedule, you cannot do it. It needs this one now, we can't do it with this free. You can also do appointment setting with Google Calendar, but we can't do it now because this is a free plan. You need to upgrade in order to use this Google calendar appointment schedule option. So now let's create an event. This is how you create a task, and this is how you create an event. So let's create an event now. Let's say we're having a meeting, Virtual Skills Academy, uh, okay, graduation meeting. So event, that's an event. So here is where you put the date. You select the date. Sky mosquito. You select the date. Now here it says all day. If this is going to last all day, you put all day. But if it is not, please select the time here. If I click on all day now, this time will disappear. You see it. If I click on all day, there will not time because it's all throughout Thursday. But if I remove it, that time will come out. Okay. So now time zone, please be very careful. If you're setting, there's a video I created talking about time zone. Someone that lost something, I put it on Facebook explaining time zones. Now, remember that anything you are doing centers around your client's time zone. So if this meeting is to hold with your client's time zone, you come here and select it. Don't go and set it in your own time zone. See time zones here. If you're working with your client, the first thing is to know their location and know their time zone. Maybe I'm going to make more videos on time zones and all of that. So this is it. You can select any time here according to and say okay, or you use your current time zone if you are of the same time zone with your client. Now you can add guests, meaning that add guests to this event. You can add them by email. When you add them here, they will receive this particular email, this particular event on their calendar. It's going to pop up and appear on their calendar. Do you understand? Now let me click on more options. You see it all day. Uh, Now add Google Meet. One good thing about this is if this event is online, like a meeting, you can automatically create a Google Meet link here. Just click on this and it automatically generates it. They'll be receiving it with it. Or you can copy the link and send it to them as email. But when you put this on their calendar, they will see this link. Okay. Now add location. Where is it holding? Is it virtual? You can just write virtual or something. But it may bring you, but this is for physical if you are doing a physical this thing. Now notification, what do I mean by notification? If this event is by 3 days time and you want to keep notifying these people about this event, I can start setting notification. In 3 days time, 3 days before the event, they will get a notification about this event so time. 2 days before it, they will get. Hour before it, 30 minutes, depending on what you've set. So let's say I've set a notification here by email. Now I want them to be notified by email. Unlike a physical calendar, these people, there's no way, except maybe call them on phone to remember. But this one, it automatically does the notification by itself. Okay, that's one good thing about this. So I'll click on email. Now, I want them to be notified by email. Remember these people that I've added here as guests, they will be the ones to be receiving it. Remember where we added some guests, they'll be the one receiving it. Okay, so by email. Now let's set the time. Here, email abi, is it 31 minutes? Maybe 32 minutes before the thing, they will receive it. Now if I want to add more, I click on add notification. Now I'll select where do I want to receive it, in hours or days, weeks. Let's say weeks. Let's say 1 week before the event, they will receive it. 1 week before the event, they will receive it. You see, I can add another notification. In 1 week, this is like automating the notification. It will automatically be coming to them. You are not doing, these are automation, calendar automation. You're automating it. Okay. Now I can add few minutes to it, or 10 minutes to the meeting. It means that they will receive it, whatever event it is. Okay, 10 minutes. You can be doing a physical event, use this as well. People will be receiving it. Okay, just like the cohort train, I can automate sending this to them. They will receiving it and know that this train is starting by so time and so time. Now, you can add as many notification as you want. Okay, now you can indicate if you are busy or free. Default visibility, please, if you make it public, people that, please always make it public. We want other people to receive it or to see this thing, make it public. But if you make it private, only you'll be seeing this calendar. But if you know you want to share it to others, once you've added their email, make it public as well. So now let's look at here. Now this event you are creating, you can also describe this event. Let's say, hi, please, everyone should dress corporate. Don't mind what I'm typing, I'm just typing, but listen to me. Everybody should dress corporate to this event. Hello, everyone. This is to remind you about the upcoming. Please, we need you to be in this so dress. That's if the physical, even if it's on virtual meeting, you can be like dress up and all of that. Or we need you to get these documents ready before this particular event or something. Just add a description. This is a body. You can also attach, there's an insert link here. You can insert link here if you want. Insert any link here. You can now insert uh that Google link here. Join the meeting when it is time with this link. Now, link text to display, link to URL. You can put it here. Google Meet invite or meeting. This you name it, invite, meeting invite. Okay. Then the link, you put the link here and save. If I had put a link here, I can okay it and it will be here. Do you understand? So they are going to receive it as email. You guys remember? So this is the description, this is the body. Remember, they're going to, that notification we've done, they'll receive it via email. Now you can add your guest here. This is where you can add guest. And that's why you should remember to make it public. Else people that you added will not be able to see it. Okay. You can add people here via email and all of that. Okay, add as many people as you want. Okay, so now I need to decrease my distance, because if I don't decrease it, I won't be able to see other options. So when I am done, I'll click on save. I'll click on save. Okay, there are no other options there. Now, okay, sorry, before I forget, you need to give permission. Remember that if you are collaborating on with any Google tool, you need to give permission, you need to give access, you need to give role. I hope we understand that, we remember that. Now, if this guest I'm adding, do I want them to modify this event? Do I want them to edit it and change the details and everything? If yes, I give them. Do I want them, if I give them modification power, it means that they can invite others, see the guest list, see whosoever that I've added here. But if I don't want them, I would just want them to invite others, fine. I just want them to see guest list, fine. But if I want to give them full control, I'll allow them to modify the event, okay? Then after this, I'll click on save. It's going to pop up on my calendar. You could see it now. So on my calendar, I am seeing it. This is my own calendar. I'm seeing it. Now, if I go to my email, I'm going to, okay, I didn't add myself, but I'm the curator. I would have seen it as well. Do you understand? Okay, I'll see we don't, I would have seen it. If I had added an email, my email, it would have just come into my email now. Okay. Now, so if I added someone, when the person goes to their calendar, they can always see it. Now, on this calendar, you can use it to schedule yourself what you're going to do for the day. You know that by 7 p.m., this is the graduation. You see the meeting link, you see the 10 minutes, you see all this thing. Now, if you are trying to take future dates, you can also come here and just look at future data. It's just a calendar, okay? But this is a more digital and sophisticated calendar. If you want to see the date in months, you can see it like that in months. You see it in whatever form. So that's all we have for today. So let me know if you have any question. Then our next class, we are going to be looking at cloud. No, it's not cloud. Google Docs, we'll do Google Docs, Zoom, or I'll send some of these videos to the group so that you can watch, because there are so many other things we need to look at. Skills of a virtual assistant, niches. You need to understand niches of a virtual assistant. Very important. Okay. So guys, you are invited to the upskill class. Please advance your skills with it. See, you are now you are just a VA, general virtual assistant, but I want to train you to become an AI powered virtual assistant. So do well to join the upskill class. I've talked about what we're going to learn in the upskill class. If you don't know what we're going to learn, let me just read out some of the things as fast as possible. If you have a question, drop in the comment section and I will take your questions before we go. My battery is down. Oh my goodness. There's light though. It's just that messages don't let this battery rest. Okay, so in the upskill class, we are going to be learning. Just ready. Are you ready to move? Are you ready to move beyond basic virtual assistant and become high income CRM and automation specialist? This comprehensive trainer is designed to help you master client management systems, AI automation, and high converting CRM setups using Go High Level, one of the most powerful marketing automation platforms used by international businesses. So you learn how to set up CRM systems for businesses, that is customer relationship management for businesses, build automation workflows and nurture leads, run email and SMS marketing campaigns, create booking and appointment system, launch funnels and create simple websites for platforms and all of that for clients, track performance and analyze report, manage pipelines, contacts professionally. Now, bonus would be advanced income skills. We're also going to be doing automated lead generation using apollo.io, travel arrangement, appointment setting, professional transcription, customer support systems, LinkedIn profile optimization. Now, we're also going to learn how to create and optimize your Upwork account from scratch, how to write client winning proposals, how to position yourself as a specialist, how to get clients on LinkedIn, how to get clients on Twitter, how to create your own website portfolio. You're going to learn how to create your own website and also clients' website. We are going to learn a lot of things in this class. Like, I'm really going to position you in such a way that getting a job is not going to be an issue for you. And also, this class is just for actually we have kind of exceeded that slot, but some people are like, there are so many people. Please, how can we create? Thank you. That's what you all are welcome, but you are welcome to pay the 15. If that is, you're welcome. I decided to just leave it at that 15. So you're welcome to pay the 15. Then you're welcome to pay the 15, and it's going to be all weekend classes. So even if you're employed, it is going to, you don't have an issue. Weekends, evening, Saturdays, Sundays, or I'm looking at Friday, between Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So between Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, or we might just do Saturday and Sunday. Okay, any of these just in the evenings, 7 to 9 p.m., just in the evenings, and we're done. Okay, so if you're interested, there's an upskill class I've sent. I'll see. There's a group where we share the information and everything. I can still add you, or you send me a message. So thank you guys so much. Hello, guys. Okay, guys. So, good night, everyone. I don't know if you have a question. You can ask the question if you do. Sorry, network took me out. So, good night, everyone. In absence of a question, I'll call it a good night. Thank you, guys. Bye bye. Our next class will be Friday. Okay. Our next class is going to be on Friday. Okay. Friday will be our next class. Okay. Good night. See you guys on Friday. Bye.